On this mission, we're heading out wide. We're going to head to the south of the island, have a look around, before then punching out into the blue water. Right, we had a look at the rocks. It's like basically nothing hanging out there. Just a few carboy on the top and really nothing going on the bottom, so I'm not going to waste any time. Plans are going to change. Go look for a pucker. Just outside the island, there's a wreck and about 82 metres that I was going to head to. The tuna lures would go out the back, just in case there were any hanging around. A short while later, and I arrived to the wreck, hooking a fish on the bottom on the kabura immediately. Right. We're hooked up. Whoa. Just eat it. Did something just eat it? Something just ate it. I don't know where that came from. Possibly something's eaten our fish. Whoa. Hopefully it drags me away from the rocks. That was not what it felt like to start, so I don't know what's happened here. Just need to get some line back. We are getting dragged off. I'm just worried about it going into the reef. I can't really do much with them now. Could be a big solid snapper or something. We're on 40-pound trace. Tiny little hooks. I reckon that's a kingfish. It's got those tail beats. I didn't think it was when I first hooked it. I thought it was a terraki. And I am moving him, so it can't be that big. Ooh. He's not happy. I swear I hooked something small and he's taken it. Got him off the bottom now. He's 20 metres off the bottom. Still don't know what it is. Giving up now. Oh, there's something else come up on him. Still haven't seen him. Leader's coming soon. Bubbles, Kingy, and one following him. If you look at that, that's cool. But not what I wanted, just a little rat. Look at his mate next to him. What's your mate doing? And you've ripped my bloody jig to pieces, man. Bloody rat. Gotcha. You're almost a legal fish. Torn it to pieces, man. Oi. Stop it. Alright. There we go. Nice little rat out of 85 metres on the bottom. Maybe I'll drop a big jig down, eh? There we go. Feels like a nice fat one if it... Thanks for falling off. There we go. Hopefully I got him that time. Alright, we'll get him up quickly. It's a nice Cherokee if we're lucky. Oh, it's a bloody cooter, man. Bro, you acted like a f***ing Cherokee the whole time. You gotta be kidding me, man. The bad luck continued with me getting hung up on the wreck, and I wouldn't even be able to break the line. I said goodbye to 82 meters of 20-pound braid. On a kayak, it's very hard to get the force required to break the line, and with braid, it was better just to cut it off before I hurt my hands. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Well, I gotta say, this is a first for me. Bloody seahorse just rocks up, and I'm miles out to sea, like nowhere to be seen, and a seahorse just rocks up. And he's wrapped around my finger now. What are you doing out here, buddy? Hey? I could give you a tow, but how am I going to transport you? I've got nowhere to put you. He's off. He seems to be not having any issues. Wow. After losing all that line, a random encounter with a seahorse about 5 to 6 kilometers out to sea was something I really needed. I pulled up the line and then headed a little bit to the north to hopefully find fish elsewhere. Both lines went down to the bottom and 80 meters on some sand, and one of my rods was soon hooked up big time. Only just put it down. That's pretty good. Oh, that'll do. That will do. That will do. That is a horse, mate. Yes, boy. Absolute horse, mate. We got another contender for 1 towards 2 kilo, I think. That thing is a horse. Oh, mate. That's a competition winner. Mate, that's a big old fish, that one. I've been waiting for one of these out here for a while, on the yak anyway. Mate, that's a big old Gurnard, that one. Look at this wing, he's got half of it gone. Wow. And that's dinner. Done. This sort of depth produces Gurnard at this size quite often, and it had been some time since I caught one this big, especially off the kayak. Here we go. It's possibly a kahawai, this one, because it's coming up at 1,000,000 miles an hour, but it's a weird one. But we're hooked up again, so happy. Oh my goodness, would you look at that? I go all that way to target one of these, and I find one here. Go figure, right? Perfect. Nice little eater. Not the biggest fish, but I will absolutely take that. Absolutely take that. After a quick bleed, the fish was in the back onto the ice. Right, let's get him back down there. As the line headed back to the bottom, it did something strange. It headed way out behind me, so I picked up the rod to see what was going on. Oh, oh, hello, hello. Whoa. On the toe even, are we? Whoa, whoa. We're gonna get towed here. What have we gone and hooked? Mate, that thing's big. It hasn't even woken up yet. Whatever this is. Hasn't even woken up, doesn't know what's going on. Look how much it's towing me. Why did that break? Should not have broken. Oh man. It wasn't even that far into the boat. What was happening? Oh man. Now that is one of the weirder fish that I've lost on the boat. My suspicion is something big had taken it halfway down. Who knows what it could have been though. Right, well, we just hooked into something real good. Really good fun on this gear. Mate, that first run was just a screamer, just boof. Whoa. Picking a nice snapper here. Geez, after that last fish, I'm just going to play him nice and quietly. One click of drag because he's pulling more as I'm lifting, so I just need enough to lift him. He doesn't feel that heavy, but he's got so much go. He should be coming up soon. If I'm at purple then orange, I think, and then I'm up. Don't really mind if I get, okay, he's at 25. Geez, he's taking a while to get up. What is it? Ah, oh, beautiful. Beautiful snapper. That's about what I thought. Take that, yes. Let's pull him on board, eh? Yep. So that's 3 different, every drop so far today has been a different species. He's got really sharp teeth, so he's got it stuck in his gob at the moment, the net. With finally a bit of luck going my way, the fishing was heating up, and the next drop produced another hookup almost immediately. So we're hooked up again. I haven't even dealt to the snapper yet. He's on fire. We'll make the most of it, because we work hard every time we get out here. We've already paddled 15 odd kilometres. Gurnard to add. Right, we'll get him unhooked and get the straight back down there. After a few more fishless drops, the wind started to pick up a little bit, so I decided it would be best to head in a little bit closer just for safety. As I was winding in at about 50 metres, a fish grabbed the lure about 10 metres off the bottom. By the looks of these runs, it was another solid fish. This fish is not happy. Dragging a jig as I go. Was just winding it up and it got cleaned up about 5 meters off the bottom. It's been a quiet hour since that big flurry of fish we had out further. Here it is. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. About the same as the last one. Nice one in the 45 to 50 centimeter range. I'm gonna open it for me. There we go. Beautiful. That kind of makes me a lot happier that we've picked another one up on the way home. Plenty of meat there. With decently clean water, I decided to do a few camera drops before we headed in. With a final bit of luck at the end of the day, this blue cod went 36 centimeters and it would be an even tastier dinner. And finally, we'd made it back to the beach. It was a big long day and it was time to get back through the surf.
Look at the snapper. That's a big... Jesus. Whew.
Well, hello team. We've just got in from our big day out, slow jigging out behind the island in between 85 and 70 metres. Most of the fish were caught. It was a pretty tough day. We kind of started out trying to look for a kingy and didn't kind of go to plan, so changed the plan, and that didn't go to plan, so plan 3 and plan 3 kind of came together. It was a bit difficult at the end when the current picked up because I couldn't keep the jig on the bottom with the wind going the other way. It was all a bit complicated, so we got all our fish on the slack tide just as it was beginning to pick up. Man, we've got some pretty good ones here, to be completely honest. The first fish just made the day so much better. Easily the biggest gurnard I've ever caught off the kayak. It's probably number 2 all time. I'm gonna weigh it. It's probably not 1.7 like that big one I did get a little while ago, but it's an absolute horse. I haven't measured it either. I should probably get the measuring tape as well, just so I have a documentation on how big it is, but look at the size of it. We got some snapper, 2 of these, one like this, and the other pretty much the same size, just that perfect sort of 45 to 50 range. We also managed to snag a tarakihi, and he's well over legal, but welcome addition out of, I think he was in 78 metres on a little dip in the sand, so no reef holding him, just a bit of sand. Managed to snag a sneaky blue cod on the way in too, and I did get that on the camera, so we'll be able to see how he bit the line. Okay, we're back and got the scales. Let's see how big this boy is. Right, on the scales. He's a beast. He's 1.34. You see that? 3.3, 3.4, around there. So, would win most competitions, that one, by quite a margin.